Hi everyone, I'm Huub Hildenbrand. Thanks for tuning into my channel, Huub Hildenbrand Guitar Academia. Today we have lesson 2 of the complete beginner's course starting from 0. And in this lesson we will talk about the tuning of the guitar and the basic tones, the basic notes we have in our music. So let's get right into the endless ocean of music. For each lesson there is a PDF file you can download. Just follow the link down below in the description and you come to my website guitar-academia.com and there you can download it and print it out. I suggest that you print it out and put it in front of you to better follow the lesson. And sometimes in the lessons I'm also referring quite a lot to this document. Okay, let's start. Tuning the guitar, the most important first thing every guitarist is doing before playing any note. This is the first basic, most important step. So we will discuss this step today. The way we are tuning here, the way we are start tuning, and the way, of course, we are going on with tuning later also, is we use a tuning device. We use an electric tuner, and I use these kind of tuners. They're called clip tuners. They have a clamp here and you can put them on the headstock, and then it picks up the vibrations from the guitar directly here, and the computer inside measures it and will give a perfect impression of what you are playing there, and if it's too low or too high or right in the middle. A lot of people will say now, oh, why he is using an electric tuner? It's so important to be able to tune a guitar by ear. But I think so too, but tuning the guitar with a pitchfork and just by ear, for a lot of beginners, this is quite a challenge. And also, I think it's a good idea to have a perfect tuned guitar right from the start, and that your ear gets used to the sound of the tuned guitar. And later on we will also doing ear training, and you will listen to a lot of music, so your ear gets more into the depth of the whole thing and will detect any improprieties in tuning right away anyway. And of course, we need our ear. It's very, very important. It's the most important thing, because without ear we don't hear and there is no music. Okay, so we use this device, and I put some kind of similar models of tuners in the PDF file, so you have a reference what to choose. I would recommend not to get the cheapest one. I think from 10 to 20 or even up to almost 30 euro you should spend on it. Okay, how is it working? There are actually two things we have to know before we even start tuning. We have to know two things. One thing is we need to know the names of the strings. The names of the strings, E, for example, is just the note which is produced when I pluck the string. Without doing anything with my left hand, so it's an open string. The whole string is vibrating and should create an E. And the strings are numbered from high to low. And when I say high, I mean here, and when I mean low, I mean here, because the highest string is this string and the lowest string is this string. So they get higher and higher or lower and lower. And we number them from the highest string. We say it's first string, second string, third string, 4th string, 5th string, 6th string. And the notes are, the names of the strings are E, 1st string, B, 2nd string, G, 3rd string, D, 4th string, A, 5th string, and E again, low E, 6th string. So E, B, G, D, A, E. These are the 6 strings. And the reason we have to know them is because if you plug a string, this device will show us the name of the string or of the note it picks up. So we have to make sure that when we want to tune a B is also tuning up here, showing up here. Sorry. But there's another thing we have to know. So learn your strings, your 6 strings, and then learn the basic names of the notes. We have 7 notes. In German it's called Stammtöne, because Stammtöne means that all the other notes which existing, they are related or derived from these 7 basic notes. And the basic notes are very easy to learn, to remember, because they are just the first 7 letters of the English alphabet. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. In German there is an exception. In Germany we say H or H to the note B. But in this course we will not use these the German notes of German names of the notes. And also it's getting quite confusing because actually there's also a B in German, but the B in German means a different note than the B in the English language. So we want to standardize the whole thing and stick to the English version, because you also find the English version in a lot of books and the internet, and also on a tuner, on almost maybe all tuners. They never say H. Why it is important to know these notes? The reason is, if the string is quite out of tune, quite too low, quite too high, it can be already in the range of a neighbor note, of a neighbor tone. So remember the order is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So if I want to tune my G string, and in my tuner there shows it shows an F, I know, oh, I have to sing. What is the order of the notes? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, F is coming before G, so I'm too low. So I have to tighten my string to come to the range to the G, and then tighten it further to actually reach the right point, that it's a perfect G. This order of the notes we just talked about, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, sometimes you will also hear the term C major scale. C major scale is actually the same notes, but starting from C. So we say C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then starting all over C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and so on. So the notes go repeat itself in a kind of higher version. So when we say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it also goes further to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and so on. So it goes higher and higher, and the notes will repeat. So theoretically it's an endless band of an endless string of notes. And the C major scale uses the same notes, but starting from C. Okay, one other thing we have to talk about here, because I tune my guitar a bit higher than you maybe normally tune the guitar. It's not such an exception. It's done quite frequently, also very frequently in classical music, that we tune the instruments a bit higher. The reason for this is there's a long process of tuning higher and higher and higher during the history of music, especially in the Baroque. Baroque classical music, romantic music, romantic classic music, we have always a bit of a raise of pitch. And the reason is mostly because orchestras, if they tune a bit higher than what you're normally used to hear, they sound a bit more brilliant, a bit more energetic, you can say. And that is something they want to. So there are orchestras I've heard in here. Also in Berlin, I think the Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra, I'm not really sure, maybe somebody really knows, but I think they're tuning to 447, I've heard. So it's quite high. And now I explain you what I mean with this number, 447. I tune to 442, and normally you tune to 440. So what does it mean? It's very simple actually. 440, the number stands for 440 hertz, and hertz is with hertz you measure vibrations per second, so it's quite quick. 440 means you have 440 vibrations per second. If a note is vibrating 440 times per second, it sounds as an A. And we have a definition that an A should be for 40 hertz. Then it's correct. It's standard A. German, it's a term Kammerton. So it's a standard pitch. And if you define one pitch, all other pitches of the whole tonal system are defined, because the relations between all the notes are defined anyway. Maybe this leads too far now, but just remember, we need one note. One note. It's sort of a key to unlock the whole thing. You have to define one note. Then all other notes are you can calculate from that note by relationships. Okay, so important is that for you now in this lesson that you have a tuner which is capable of that you can calibrate it. And calibration means exactly that you change the basic note, the basic pitch of the whole thing. So the A gets, in this case here in the lesson, and with a lot of people I know, gets to 442. So it's a bit higher. And I think I'm sure you find this in the manual, how to do this, because every tuner works a little bit different. And I put 3 different tuners in the PDF file. They are all capable of doing this. Okay, so get a tuner and calibrate it to 442. And the way with this tuner, the way it works is, you see you have this number here, 442, and this is a knob here for calibration. So if you press this number goes up, and then it jumps back down and goes up again. So you're now 443, so I go up for 40. So for 40, this is a common note which you always find in tuners which are not able to calibrate. Okay, I put it to 442 Hertz. Put it on the guitar and be sure that it's that the upper part, because this is really the pickup of the vibrations of the sound, is really close on the headstock. So don't put it like this, for example. Really put it on flat on the top of the head. One more thing. These notes, the names, the basic tones we spoke about, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, or A, B, C, D, E, F, G, they also have related higher or lower versions of it, you can just roughly say. If you have a higher version of the C, you say it's a C sharp, and this will show up in your tuner with a small kind of a hashtag sign. That means it's too sharp. For example, if I want to tune the G string and it shows a G with this sharp sign, then I'm too high. I have to loosen the string, I have to turn the pack down. Okay, the other way the other way around is also possible if we have also a lower version of each note, and the lower version will there will be a small B sign, and the sign is called flat. It's a flat. So if I play a G and it shows the G with this flat sign, we also say it's a G flat, then I know, okay, it's too low, I have to tighten the string to get to the right note. And this all happens only in the chromatic mode or normal mode of a tuner. A lot of people use the guitar mode or the bass mode. There you have a lot of things you do not really see. So I would really suggest that you put it in chromatic mode. So all we are talking about is a chromatic or normal mode of the tuning. Because otherwise, if you put in like guitar, bass, or ukulele, you only have the names of these 6 strings. Actually, there are just 5 names showing up here. So you don't see these in-between tones. And later on, we want to use the tuner also for tuning other notes. So we should just make sure that it's in chromatic mode. Okay, what else? If your guitar is completely out of tune, like let's say you put on a new string, or you just got the guitar from somebody who never played it, I can only help you with, I play you the 6 strings, and you try to bring the string to this height, the right note by ear. So I will do this now. I play you, maybe we have some people here who have this problem. So I play you the 6th string. That's a low E string. It's also called the 6th string. Then we have the A string, A. The 5th string. We have the 4th string, that's a D. The 3rd string, that's a G, also a bit low. The 2nd string is a B. And the 1st string is an E again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. E, B, G, D, A, E. Okay, I will make a demonstration how to tune the guitar if it's quite out of tune now. This is a demonstration of tuning the guitar, and I just tuned my guitar, but suddenly it's completely out of tune, which doesn't mean that it's not beautiful. I think it's very beautiful. You can play a lot of interesting things with a detuned guitar, but let's get into this stuff maybe in a future lesson. I start with my lowest note, with the E, and it doesn't really matter where you start. And on my tuner it shows an F which is too low. So it's on the left side of the middle. Left side of the middle means too low, right side of the middle means too high. And sometimes these display, they vary, they have a different system to show it. But you will find it in the manual. It's simple. Don't be scared. So I have an F which is too low here in my tuner. So okay, an F is very near to E. If I have my alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, E and F comes after E. F is a bit higher than E. So I know, oh, okay, I have to tune lower. So I turn my peg clockwise till I come to the E. Yeah, now I'm already lower the E, so I have to tune up again. So when I turn in the right direction, suddenly after the F shows shows up in the display, the E will show up. So I know, okay, that's the right note. And now I'm a little bit lower the E, so I turn it a bit up. Now it's perfect. It's in the middle. I hope you don't have to see this. I mean, you will. When you start tuning yourself, you will understand. Okay, next note, next string. I have an A, but it shows a G with a sharp sign. A G with a sharp sign. So it means it's a kind of a higher version of the G, but we want to have an A. So where do we find the G in comparison to the A? We say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it starts all over, G, A. So G is a bit lower, is lower than the A. So we have to tune the guitar counterclockwise up the A string. So we move up, 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 up. Now the A is showing up, but it's still too low. Now a bit higher. Now we are on pitch, right on pitch, the A. And there are two tips I want to give you. First tip, always tune from low to high. That's very, very important, because if you tune from high to low, it can happen that you tune just a bit more, nothing happens, because the string is a bit blocked here in the nut. And this usually not happens really if you tune from low to high. And also one important thing, some bad guitars, they have these that the nut is really holding the string, like blocking it. So if you tune a bit, nothing happens, and suddenly the string jumps. And this we don't want to have. If you have really this problem, you need some adjustment from a guitar repair person. But you can also help yourself. I'm doing this also. Even this is a very good guitar, and it's a good bone material here for the nut. I put some graphite in it. So just take a pencil, put off the string. I mean, you can just, whoops, put it beside the nut. Then you put some with a knife, you put some graphite from the pencil down in the nut. You have to lay the guitar like this. And after doing this, you put the string back in the nut, and then it should be more should be a bit more slippery, so that the string can more easily move. So this is very helpful for tuning the guitar. Okay, next string, fourth string, is a D, and it shows a D, but it shows a very high D, a high version of a D. So I have to tune lower, and remember, I don't want to go lower and lower till I'm at the D. I want to go from below always to the D. From below to the note. Okay, I just did it and I hit it. Okay, next, third string, G. So it jumps around quite a bit. It's not really sure because it's some kind of in between something. But more or less, and you have to strike the note firmly, not too soft, but also not too hard. It's better to strike it like a medium hard way, and then see what happens maybe half a second after it, because the string always needs a bit of a time to really come to the correct pitch, or to the pitch it has. It needs some time that the energy is traveling back and forth till it's equally vibrating. Okay, I see an F with a small sharp, so it's an F sharp, and we had it before. I think F sharp means it's, no, actually we had it in another context. So if I want to tune to G, I have to tune up, because F is coming in the order of the notes before the G. So I tune my F up, and when I'm doing this a bit, then a very low G appears. So that's great, because we want to have a G, and we are already going from below the note, we're going higher, and that's it. So we have a G here. That was simple. But remember, you are in chromatic mode here, and you have to know the order of the notes, you have to know the note name on the guitar, and you have to know these two signs. This is sharp sign and the flat sign. But then it should be no problem for you. Okay, next, second string, B. It shows a C. A C is just above the B. So A, B, C. So I know I'm too high, I have to turn the string down. And if you just get confused here with the pegs in which direction you have to turn, you hear it. I mean, if I play a string and oh, that's higher, that's going lower. So you should hear this, I'm sure. So what do I have now after turning so much? I have a low B, that's quite good. I go higher. Okay, so that's my B. I go to the first string. Let's hurry a bit here up, because I think you get bored. It shows an E with a small flat sign, a small B behind it. So it's an E flat, I want to have an E. E flat means it's lower, so I have to tune up, higher. To tighten the string. Now the flat is gone, but it shows an E which is too low. So I go up, and that's it. That's my E. So now if I play my strings, it's perfectly in tune. So I'm happy. Okay, please let me know if there's any problem you have with tuning, anything you could not really understand, because for me it's not so easy to. I have a wide audience here. They are coming from all kinds of countries and ages. I mean, they have different ages. There are young people, there are very old people, one are still starting a new instrument, which is great. And yeah, it's for me. It's I'm really interested in what. How do you really understand what I'm talking about? All right. If you like this lesson, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There will be a video uploaded coming every week. And also there's a possibility to, if you like to support me, to support my work, my channel, you can go to my website, guitar-academia.com. There's a button where you can donate. This would be very great for me, that if you support me and I can continue this work. Okay, thanks for watching. My name is Huub Hildenbrand.